The Justice Department has accused Minneapolis police of engaging in a pattern of violating constitutional rights and discriminating against Black and Native Americans. This follows an investigation prompted by the killing of George Floyd in May 2020. The report, after a 2-year investigation, found that officers frequently violated residents' constitutional rights. The findings were announced by U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland. Here now is a report.
We found that the Minneapolis Police Department routinely uses excessive force, often when no force is necessary, including unjust, deadly force and unreasonable use of tasers.
U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland on Friday announced the findings of a 2-year investigation by the Department of Justice of the Minneapolis Police Department, concluding the department had a pattern or practice of using excessive force and discriminating against Black people. Garland said the abuses amounted to violations of residents' constitutional rights.
The Department of Justice has concluded that there is reasonable cause to believe that the Minneapolis Police Department and the City of Minneapolis engaged in a pattern or practice of conduct that violates the First and Fourth Amendments of the United States Constitution.
Restraint, hobble.
Policing in Minneapolis drew national attention after cell phone footage showed the fatal arrest in 2020 of George Floyd, who officers suspected had used counterfeit money at a grocery store. Floyd could be heard pleading for breath as then Officer Derek Chauvin put a knee into the handcuffed suspect's neck for more than 9 minutes.
George Floyd! George Floyd!
Floyd's death touched off nationwide protests calling for police reform. Many in Minneapolis said the city's police officers had long abused the rights of Black residents. A year later, Chauvin was convicted of murder, and the Department of Justice opened a probe into the police force. Now, years after Floyd's arrest, the Justice Department says the problem in Minneapolis is bigger than just a few bad cops. On Friday, Garland shared examples of the misconduct found.
Our review found numerous incidents in which MPD officers responded to a person's statement that they could not breathe with the version of, "You can breathe, you're talking right now." We also found that MPD officers failed to intervene to prevent unreasonable use of force by other officers. Indeed, as outlined in our report, years before he killed George Floyd, Derek Chauvin used excessive force on other occasions in which multiple MPD officers stood by and did not stop him.
According to the DOJ, Minneapolis has agreed to negotiate an agreement with the Justice Department on reforming the police department known as a consent decree, which will be overseen by a federal judge.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.